Hello guys. So this is gonna be my first video ever. Like I've tried other channels before, but I really want to try this type of channel. And this type of channel is kind of just gonna be like chatting about horror movies, shows, and really talk about those shows really. And I think today I want to start with my favorite one. I want to start with YELLOWJACKETS. So YELLOWJACKETS is a show about a group of teenagers, a soccer team, that crashes into the Canadian wilderness while they're on their way to nationals. And it really deep dives into psychology, cult-like things, and grief, trauma, PTSD. And it's a two-part narrative story where it switches between teen and adult timelines. So I wanted to talk to you guys about season 4. Now, I think season 4 is going to come out soon. I think it's going to come out late 2026. I'm hoping, because then it'll be like a Christmas kind of thing, and it would be kind of fitting because they're about to get saved. It's winter, pretty good to be saved now, and pretty good to like release the show in winter. I think it makes sense, especially over like winter break when everybody's going to be watching. And I really want to talk about some theories I have with the show, and I think I have two main theories. One of them has to do with Akilah and how she's going to get saved and what might happen to her. So for Akilah, we last left off with Akilah in the wilderness, and this was before we saw that Natalie called for help. So Akilah's in the caves. She went into the caves that she would go into to get visions, and these are not really visions. We found out they're not real, and they were just her, getting drugged. And we see her with Lottie, and the last thing we see of her is her picking up a rock. And then we never see her ever again for season 3 at least. But Lottie does come out of the cave, which kind of scares me a bit because y'all know Lottie. Lottie is a crazy person. She's fucking crazy. She is one of the craziest. I think she's less. I don't want to say she's less crazy. She's a little bit, like a tiny bit less crazy than season 2. Because season 2, she was fully cult. Like, that was, I think, the most cult-like season we've gotten so far, and it's only been 3 seasons. So last time we saw her was in the caves with Lottie, and Lottie was the last person to come out. So a lot of people say, and I agree with them, that she isn't going to get saved. And I have 2 reasons to believe this. One, something happened in those caves where Lottie's the only one who came out, because why wouldn't Akilah come out? And second of all, we haven't seen an adult version of her, and I don't like to say they're not gonna release any new adults, because why? I think it'd be fine, and I think it'd be fun to see adults, because I want most of them to survive. I truly do. I don't know, but we are going to see after post rescue timeline, which is fun, and I think that's going to really account because we're obviously most of them don't survive, especially because we're going to have a final girl. Okay, I'm getting a little bit off track, but it's so fun to talk about this stuff. It's like this might be a common take, but I want Misty to survive. I want Misty to be, if there's ever, because obviously I want most of them to survive except for Shauna. Shauna should die. I know that's a pretty popular theory, but she should die. She deserves it. But I think Misty's gonna be final girl. She's the reason they were stuck there, but she's also the reason they're leaving. So okay, back to Akilah. So Akilah, I know this is also another popular theory is first of all, she doesn't get rescued. That's one part. Is she either doesn't get rescued, she stays in the wilderness and she dies there, and we kind of like see what that's like to be alone there, because these girls have never really been alone. They've always had each other. They really haven't had each other's backs, but they've always had each other. And I think that's creepy. It's to think that they'd be alone, especially in that wilderness where it's not, and it's like very supernatural Canadian wilderness. And I mean, we've even seen with the symbols, like there are symbols. So it's definitely not. I don't think the wilderness is not supernatural. And people who don't think the wilderness is supernatural, and these girls are making that up, it's so incredibly weird to me. Because, okay, I'm getting so off track, but when Laura Lee died in season 1, why did the plane catch on fire? Why? It's because the wilderness didn't want them to leave. It just didn't want them to leave. And I think, okay, I'm going to go back to Akilah. I can't get sidetracked like this. So Akilah either stays there, she is stuck there by herself, and we see her die because it's winter now. She doesn't have any food. She can't kill any of her friends, and her animals are dead. Or, for the second part, she either goes back, and this also might be what happens. I believe this theory more because of what, the three background characters, Jen, Robin, and one other girl, the other black girl, not Thaisa or Akilah. But I forget. I only know those two names because I searched up the background characters because I was like, who are these background characters? And I think they all were really close to Mari because they were friends with Mari. So I think, and again, this is also a pretty popular belief, that they're gonna try and tell the police about what happened because they feel bad for Mari. And we've also seen that with Jen because Jen tried to stop, or I guess postpone the hunt. Because she tried to bring, I think it was Shauna and Thaisa. Oh my god, I think someone fell downstairs. Okay. Oh my god, they're screaming. Okay, anyways, no more sidetracks. I just said that. But yeah, I think because she did try and stop them from going against Mari. But I would rather see Akilah survive, Jen, Robbie, and the other girls survive, and then again, what Jackie said, I forget, I think it's season 2 or season 3. Jackie literally said they did something worse when they got back. What they did when they got back, oh, God knows. But we do know Natalie, Shauna, Thaisa, Van, and Misty, Travis, and Lottie. I think they were like the core group. I guess and Melissa-ish, but that's only because they're friends with Shauna. But the rest of them, even like Hannah, it's like, they were not in like that main group. So I think they're not gonna go with them on the fact that to get like the same story almost. And again, I want all of them to survive, but it's definitely not gonna happen. Especially if there's gonna be a final girl, it's just not gonna happen. So then Akilah goes back and they get hunted. Akilah, Jen, Robin, I think her name is, it's either Robbie or Robin, and the other girl gets hunted because they try and go against Shauna. And we know, like, Shauna is this, like, powerhouse of strength, but outside, she only shows strength, right? But in reality, she's really weak in the heart and, like, in her soul. She's really weak because of everything that happened to her. She just tries to act like everything's fine. So we know that Shauna isn't that powerful. And we also know, if you guys saw on their TikTok, Shauna got her ass beat. Like, she got bruises all over her. That's either because something happened in the wilderness before they got rescued, or it's because after they beat her fucking ass, which I'm fine with either, to be honest. I want them to beat her ass. She needs to get her ass beat. But, I don't know. I really want to see something bad happen to Shauna. I don't know why. It's like, I've been feeling for Shauna more lately because of what happened to her. Like, she lost her baby, she lost her best friend, which was her fault. Not the baby, but her best friend, that was her fault. But I don't know, I've been feeling for Shauna, especially in season 2 when her baby died. I was crying with her. Like, I always hated Shauna. But after I rewatched it was like, I feel bad for her. I think people keep on falling. Okay, wait. That really is my only 2 theories for Akilah, because I don't see anything else happening. I want adult Akilah. It's probably not going to happen, because I'm glad she got a lot more screen time in season 2 and 3, even though they changed her actor. She definitely was a main part in season 3, which I'm so happy about, because another thing I don't hate a lot of things about YELLOWJACKETS, but I don't hate anything about it, honestly. Some things I don't like about it is that they aren't utilizing all the characters there. Like, Jen, Robbie, and the other girl, they've been there forever. They've been there the whole time. They just haven't been utilized. Like, Jen got a lot more screen time this season just because she was friends with Mari. But Mari's dead, so what's going to happen to her? And I think also, talking about Mari, we need to see Mari haunting. I think And speaking of haunting, I'm excited to see Jackie. I want to see Laura Lee. Laura Lee was my favorite when I watched the show for the first time, and then she died. We need to see more Laura Lee and Mari. I think Mari haunting the narrative for, not just the narrative, just haunting post-crash. Post-rescue would be so fun. I think those are really my only two theories for Akilah, because I think, and then I only really have one thought for the rescue, and that's that Shauna, we see Shauna is pissed. Like, she's screaming, where the fuck is Natalie? And I think what's gonna happen, it's gonna open on Natalie on the mountain. I think everyone can guess that. And I think we're gonna see Natalie come. I don't want Natalie to go down. I think she's gonna wait up there, to be honest. I want Natalie to wait up there, or else she's gonna get her ass beat by Shauna. But I think if she does get her ass beat by Shauna, then they're gonna jump in, and then they're gonna, I think, ooh, wait, I just had an idea. What if she gets those bruises and cuts, because she gets those because she tried to hurt Natalie, but everybody was on board. Nobody liked Shauna. Everybody was against her. And she didn't know that, I don't think. No, she didn't know that. She thought, like, most people were with her. But everybody was against Shauna. I think even Melissa was. I don't... Was she? I don't know. But everybody didn't like her. Most people didn't like her. And I think that speaks for all of us. Nobody likes that bitch. Nobody likes her. Not a single soul. But what wait, that's actually such a good idea. I don't know if I'm the first person to think of that. What if that's why? It's because she tries to beat Natalie's ass, and then she gets her ass beat in return. Kind of like what happened to Lottie. Oh, I felt so bad for Lottie. Okay, I'm getting so sidetracked. And then for post-rescue, first of all, how are they going to rescue these people? Oh my God, I was actually thinking about this like yesterday. What if they go to where the dead guy's plane is, and then Lottie gets a flashback to Laura Lee, or all of them get a flashback to Laura Lee? I think that'd be really cool. I was talking to my friend Ava about that. How it'd be cool to see kind of revisit everything. Because another thing that I didn't really like is they kind of abandoned the plane. And I think that's such a cool thing, such a cool set. And I wish they stayed at the plane for longer. I like revisiting the plane in season 1 a lot, and even in season 2 when they went to drop off a body. I think was that. They went back in season 2, I remember. But, I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to revisit, everything that we saw. Because, me personally, I've had such, an emotional connection with this show. Because, first of all, I love my lesbians. Y'all are my twins. Just, on literally the opposite spectrum. Middle. I think that's... YELLOWJACKETS is such... I feel it so deeply in my bones. Lottie reference. Anyways, I feel so deeply in my soul. This show is genuinely connected to me, because I remember being so scared of the opening when I first tried watching it, and then I stopped watching it because I was so scared of it. But I don't know. It's the show's so good, and I don't think they're gonna fuck it up. A lot of people are oh my God, it's gonna end up like Stranger Things. It's not. I think the writers are really good. People who say season 2 and 3 are bad just haven't actually watched the show. Season 2 and 3... Season 2, in my opinion, was the worst one, but it wasn't bad. It was literally good. All the season 1 and 3 were just good. They were just better than season 2, but season 2 isn't bad. And I think they're going to do great with season 4. If they keep on track, then it's probably going to be the best season, because a lot of people want to see post-crash. And I've been interested in it since they showed that clip in season 1, 2, or 3. They showed them getting off the plane, and Lottie was screaming or whatever. It's okay, nobody cares, Lottie. But I'm excited, and I'm also excited to see Lottie going back to normal, because she has to get on meds. I think that'd be really cool to see. And also, I did have a theory about Misty and Melissa, actually. I think Misty and Melissa are going to become better friends, because in their TikToks, they've been doing TikToks together. Now, that might just be because they were on the same set, but also that might be because they've been spending more time together on set. It's like, okay, like even though they're in the same show, they might be more friends now. Like they both posted a video with each other after season 4 was announced. So I don't know. I think that's all my theories for now. I'd love to see your guys' theories in the comments. Yeah, if you guys have any theories about Akilah, season 4, Shauna, I'd love to hear any theories about Shauna, because Shauna, Lottie, like any of the characters, honestly, because they're all really interesting. What's gonna happen to the background characters? What is gonna happen to them? What's gonna happen to Akilah? What's gonna happen to Natalie? What's gonna happen to Hannah? How does Hannah die? Because we know Hannah died. But yeah, I'd love to hear any theories in the comments. Bye.